Miguel.
Muy buenas tardes a todos.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Estoy donde estoy, tengo el cinturón de la Organización de Boxeo.
I am where I am, and I have the title of the WBO.
Y lo que le espera a él va a ser una larga noche. Ha hablado mucho, que lo disfrute, que aproveche las pocas horas que le quedan de hablar, porque luego de esto va a regresar de donde vino, de los ballrooms y del anonimato. Gracias.
He wants, and he can say whatever he wants now. Once Saturday night is over, he's going right back where he came from, all those ballrooms and all this club fighting.
I felt good, man. I felt good. I just can't wait to get my hands on this guy, man. That's it. It's time to do this now, man. I'm prepared, you know. This is what we prepared to do, man. We're prepared to beat this guy. So the more he's talking, he's putting himself in a bad situation, man, because I'm going to punish him, man. I'm going to talk to him while I'm doing it. I got a little glimpse of what I'm going to see tomorrow, but that's just a little fraction of how bad it is going to be tomorrow. That crowd's going to be pretty heavy. Billy, what he said, he didn't want to watch any more tapes because he said they called him yesterday. He was on ESPN Class. He's like, nah, like I said, I'm going to see him enough in the next couple of days. I'm going to see him tomorrow night at the Wynn, and then Saturday I'm going to see him on the canvas. He's going to be like the Mona Lisa, right on the canvas. like a painting.
That's exactly right.
Everybody in the family, you know, is excited about the fight, you know? It's the main thing. I mean, how could you not be, you know? My brother's fighting for the world title. You know, it's my uncle's nephew who's fighting for the world title. We got some of our best friends over here. This is big to us, you know? This is what my brother's future is, you know? So we're just getting a glimpse and a taste of his future right now.
Joe, quick toast.
Here's to being better days.
Paulie to victory, but more importantly, to good health and to give it 110%. All right?
Cheers.
Salute.
And news.
Well, I think these two young men are eager to have at it.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in New York City. It's time for the main event of the evening. On my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue and white trunks, born, raised, and proudly representing Brooklyn, New York. Introducing the challenger, Paulie, the Magic Man, Malignaggi. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion, hiding in the red corner, wearing white trunks with black trim. Here is the two-time and current Puerto Rico Fighter of the Year, the undefeated WBO Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, Miguel Cotto.
What's going through my mind is the bell rings. I realize that the ring is small, so the original game plan was to move around the ring for the first few rounds and really have him chasing me. Seeing the ring was so small, I decided at the last minute to change the game plan and say, I'm going to hit him and smother him, or hit him and hold him, just so he can't get leverage on his punches. Wrong plan. Backfires. 15 seconds into the fight, I get headbutted trying to smother him, and I'm cut.
Well, there's already a cut at the corner of the left eye of Malignaggi. They bumped heads apparently in that very first moment that they came together.
At first, I didn't really realize I was cut, but something was getting in my eye, and then I realized after a few seconds that it was my own blood. And the next clench, I saw it all over Miguel's shoulder, and I said, man, I'm cut pretty bad.
It seems like he's more intent on trying to end it because he's worried about the cut.
Yeah, and that could be dangerous because you got people in your corner that can work on the cut.
That was a bad cut. That was like a gash. It was kind of freaky to see it. I never seen him in that situation, the blood dripping down.
Malignaggi fighting with a tremendous purpose here.
Gotta fight because the guy sees your blood, he's coming after you.
Into the Malignaggi corner. And the cutmen are going to have to go quickly to work there. Let's see where it is exactly.
Right at that moment, I said to myself, oh shit, maybe this night is over.
Out very calmly here to start the second round. The key is going to be how well is the corner of Malignaggi able to control that cut.
And now, a little bit of panic sets in because they can stop fights on a cut. And if it is an accidental headbutt cut, they go to scorecards. So now I'm telling myself I need to stay ahead on the scorecards. And since Miguel Cotto has the big name, they may give him the early rounds just on his name. So now I'm thinking I can't just sit back and box. I may need to attack him.
You don't want to go in with a master boxer like Malignaggi and just try to get him recklessly without your defense. You got to keep your hands up.
I'm looking and I'm like, watching. Paulie's like in his little groove, you know. We got him now. Don't worry, we got out of the first round. It was kind of crazy, but now we got him.
The thing that I remember about the knockdown was the crowd roared again. The crowd was an immense roar I heard from the crowd, and I was like, whoa, I'm down. I got to get up right away. They were waiting for that moment, and when there's a knockdown in a fight like that, believe me, you'll know you're down, man. They remind you. They went crazy. Basically, the worst possible start I could have had in my world championship fight has now happened, and it's up to me to turn it around because, like I said before, I've trained my whole life for that moment. I wasn't going to fold.
Malignaggi comes out, lands the first punch.
But when he started turning the fight around, that was really exciting for me to watch. I felt like, he could still win this thing.
Very good, very good. Every now and then he lands a good shot, 2 or 3 combination to the head of Cotto.
See if they're concerned at all about his direction in this fight. I've got Malignaggi ahead, but anything's possible in this kind of fight. Well, that's the point I'm making. How you feeling there?
Very good. Malignaggi has got the heart.
Grabbing Danny and Frankie by their pants, and I'm sitting there we got him. and you see Paulie just tagging him. Boom, 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 boom.
Cannot take a break with Malignaggi.
No.
Cannot take a break. You think you've beaten him, there's nothing left. Just make a step backwards, he'll follow you.
And he's staying right on top of Cotto. I mean, I certainly did not expect this style of a fight from Malignaggi.
Malignaggi just looked over at us and raised his eyebrows. I think he was thinking, what am I doing?
At that moment in the 9th round, I wind up hurting him, and he does a little wobble, and the crowd just erupts.
Whoa, and he just dropped Cotto. Cotto got a little wild, and he opened up.
They started thinking, you know what? Paulie's going to pull this one off.
Paulie's starting to tag him now. Paulie's starting to tag him. I remember he hits him with a 1-2. Boom, boom. He stopped it because of the tape. The tape came loose on Paulie's glove, and the ref stops it. He says, time. Come on, baby. You can see Paulie frustrated going like this, like, come on, do the tape already. And the whole time, Paulie's looking at him like, I got you, motherfucker, I got you.
Cheekbone puffed out even more. They try to use the end swell on it and just...
Man, it's definitely swollen.
Cotto. Ooh, one left hook.
Hard shot.
That hurt. He's staggering as he comes up this time. He's hurt. Malignaggi is hurt, but he's fighting.
Tomorrow, I guarantee there's going to be a lot of people who will criticize Cotto for the fight going this long. But
they're going to have to praise Malignaggi.
What a tough guy.
The 11th round was not a good round for me. I was starting to break down. I was swallowing a lot of blood.
What a fight.
He starts bleeding inside. The doctor, of course, is concerned. Keeps coming over to the corner, looking, and I'm saying, no, he's fine. When deep down inside, I'm like, oh, fuck, what are we doing? What are we doing right now? What are we going to do?
I just remember thinking in the 12th round, can I do this? Can I knock this kid out in this round?
Malignaggi can't wait to get off the chair. He wants to be out there going for it. 12th and final round.
he's got everything to be proud of here.
Well, I would pay to come back and watch Malignaggi against anybody because
that's right.
He gives you the effort. He's got a lot of skill.
I totally agree.
And he has certainly earned any acclaim he gets as a result of this performance, win or lose.
The world title fight and an opportunity like this might not come again. So if I want to achieve my goal and achieve my dreams, the crowd's roaring. They're waiting for it. I got to do it now.
Under a minute to go in the fight. Now Cotto with good exchange of combinations there. Finishing up strongly here in the final seconds of the fight. Boy, these guys are going to sleep tonight. Left to the face of Malignaggi, blood streaming now from the cut in the eye, the nose, his mouth, his cheeks swollen, and he's still throwing. 15 seconds left.
Now the fight starts.
Left from Cotto that landed. Both of them giving it everything right to the final bell.
Everybody in the Garden is on his feet right now. Here's our feet.
Boxing needed such a fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Don Trella scores about 115 to 112. Judges Peter Trevatera and Glenn Feldman both scored about 116 to 111. All three in favor of the winner and still champion, the pride of Caguas, Puerto Rico, Miguel Cotto.
I remember his team picking him up, and they had the belt, and it was just disappointing, man. It was disappointing standing in the ring and hearing, and still, world champion Miguel Cotto.
Okay, let's go back up to ringside, and Wally Matthews with Paulie.